Hi, Run Your Story family. This is Allison Gilliard with Run Your Story, where every story needs to be heard. And what an opportunity to share the run story of Bras Across the Causeway. So much fun. Thank you, Kathy, for sitting down with me and telling me how Bras Across the Causeway came to be. And I took away from this that this community saw a need and they filled that need. And you guys are going to learn where all the proceeds of Bras Across the Causeway go. And so this was so much fun. Just how important we are to our community as runners, and you never know the impact a 5K can have. And so kudos to Bras Across the Causeway. Cannot wait to run with you guys on Saturday. And just again, thank you so much for this opportunity to share your run story. And guys, this podcast is partnered with Crew of Kindness, and their mission is to provide assistance and support to families with special non-medical needs to enable them to lead healthy and active lifestyles while emphasizing the importance of inclusion and acceptance in the community. And kudos to Crew of Kindness for all that they do. I mean, wow, go to their website, guys, and check them out for sure. crewofkindness.com. You can follow them on Facebook. They do so much for the adaptive athletes in our community, and not only athletes, but for all those that want to do what we able bodies do. And so again, they saw a need and they filled that need, and walk alongside them, run alongside them. And the perfect time to do that is going to be October 21st from 5 to 8 at the Boo Crew 2. We will be there, and guys, this is going to be benefiting local adaptive athletes. You can sign up to run walk, sign up to sponsor. Guys, you can even wear a fun costume. I'll be in costume. It's going to be so much fun. So again, thank you so much to Crew of Kindness for making this podcast possible for this month. We truly believe in all that they're doing, and we love the adaptive athletes and just incredible, incredible souls. And absolutely, they make our running community better. All right, guys, lace up those run shoes, get ready, get set, and go run with Bras Across the Causeway. Thank you, Kathy, for being here.
Thank you for having me.
Appreciate it so much. Just for full disclosure, I have yet to run Bras Across the Causeway. I am registered this time.
Oh, good.
I'm registered. There's
Okay.
always been something that popped up. So I'm very excited.
We're happy to have you.
I'm like, it's going to be fun. So I want to know, what is the story behind Bras Across the Causeway?
Okay, so Matt McCoy,
Okay.
he was on 92 Zoo, voice of the radio. He and I were having lunch one day, and we were talking about ways we could give back to the community. And he said, you know what we should do? We should have a run, like a 5K or something. And we could do it like for breast cancer, because we both had suffered losses from breast cancer. So he said, we should do a 5K or something, just throwing the idea out there. And I said, oh my gosh, yeah, like we could do like string bras up and do like Bras Across the Causeway, like, and it'd be, it was
Wow.
just an idea we were having over lunch. I know we were sitting at Winsel's over here on Airport Boulevard, so it was just an idea that we had. And then we started a campaign where we were asking for people to donate bras, and we literally got thousands and thousands of them. So we have those in storage. We string them up every year. My husband and all of his manly men are on the Causeway stringing bras every year, and it makes such a spectacle of what the cause is about. So people are always honking and asking, stopping to ask questions, and so it just brings a lot of attention to the reason that we have this mission.
So I love that. Okay, so you were telling me about Pete.
Yes.
From Panini.
Panini Pete.
Panini
yeah,
Pete. Okay.
The Panini Pete Foundation. Those guys, when we first started this, we were at Ed's, actually, my husband and I, talking about how to implement this. And Pete Blom and Nick DeMario came into the restaurant to check on things, and we ran it past them. And it was just so happened that Pete's wife had just been diagnosed with triple negative breast cancer.
Wow.
So he said, we're all in, whatever you need us to do. And they have been huge supporters. Jody, his wife, was actually warrior. I've never seen anything like her. She was at the race, the first race in 2017, with her hair was gone, like she was completely bald, and she has never, not once have I ever heard her complain or whine or be anything but just completely positive and joyful. And I know that she suffered terribly because I've seen all the photos and things that she went through, but she has not missed a race. She's there every year, and she's a huge supporter, and they donate a portion of their earnings every October to us.
Oh, wow.
So it's a big deal, and they've been so good.
Wow, that's incredible. Again, just how important that tribe is.
Yeah.
And you never know who's going to go through it.
Right, exactly.
Wow. So when was the first year for Brawls Across the Causeway?
We came up with the idea in 2016, and we did not initiate. It was too late, so we started it in 2017.
Wow, okay. And it has really picked up in popularity, so much so that there's going to be another race at the end of this month.
Yes.
And so let's talk about that one.
Okay, so in the spring of this year, I think it was March, I was contacted by a guy named Jim Brogan. He is the CEO of Lone Palm, and that is Parrot Head Society. I had no idea about the Parrot Heads. I didn't even know that was a thing. I love Jimmy Buffett music, of course. But he said that he came across our mission on the internet, of course, probably Facebook or something. But the Parrot Heads celebrate once a year.
Okay.
They've been going to Key West for 30 years. They're coming to Gulf Shores this year.
Wow.
Yes. And so they always do it in October. And because of that, they have something every year in Key West to benefit breast cancer patients. So he found our mission, and he asked if we could duplicate what they do in Key West. And I was like, I guess. I don't know. I hope so. But yeah, that race is going to be at Lulu's. Yeah, so that's special, especially since we just lost Jimmy Buffett this year. That is going to be extraordinary to have that race at her restaurant, and in light of everything that's going on.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I didn't realize this thing that they do is just almost big as Hangout Fest.
Wow.
It's huge.
Okay.
If you go to their website, Parrot Heads in Paradise, Meeting of the Minds is the name of the festival. It's a week-long party.
Wow.
It's all week long. Like, there's this huge schedule.
Wow.
But they call themselves Party with a Purpose is what they do. And they give back so much. I had no idea. I'm so grateful to be a part of that, because they give to a lot of his favorite things were ocean preservation, beaches, giving back in all the ways. And the Lone Palm gives back to hurricane victims. They have money set aside for hurricane victims who can't get immediate relief.
Wow.
When something happens that devastates them. Yeah, we're excited. It's excited, scared. I don't know.
Sure. 2 races in a month too.
It's crazy. 2 weeks apart. Yeah.
So let's talk about, as a racer or as a runner, I've paid my entry fee. Where does all that money go to?
That money goes into an account that is set aside for patients, for their individual needs, whatever that may be.
Okay.
It could be gas, it could be groceries, it could be house payments, it could be clothing because their clothes are too big, daycare. I've paid mortgages before. Wow. We've provided Christmas for a family last year who will not have a Christmas like that again. So yeah, it's real personal, and it's very unique to each person. So there's times when people can't afford their copays. We have a lady that comes out and volunteers every year, and her name is Samantha, and her story is she works for the school system, and she could not work. Therefore, she lost her insurance. We were able to pay her insurance premiums throughout her treatment, so she was able to get the treatment to keep her alive. So those kind of things, when you think I don't think people just don't realize it's horrible. You're fighting for your life, and you're trying to just make ends meet. And if you can't work, you don't get to keep those kind of things like insurance and your house. So that's what we do.
Yeah. It's something that we had, when we talked earlier, and that is when people have cancer, the bills don't stop because you're sick. They still come.
Yeah, for sure.
So I am so grateful that...
Exacerbated, actually, because you have all these extra expenses for medications. And like I said, your copays and testing that's not covered. We had a lady who was actually pregnant, and she needed a special test because of the pregnancy. They had to do something different, and she couldn't afford it. And so they were saying, you abort the child or forego this. That was another thing that we were able to. Though both mom and baby are good. She's cancer free now.
Wow.
Just things you don't think about.
Right.
And I never thought about it until I started doing this. So it was definitely a God thing when Matt and I were sitting there, because he put us in a position that we would have never been in. And that's how you know when he's using you.
Absolutely. Oh, man. Does this money stay locally?
Yes.
For those local in our area?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. Since we started, we've been giving money to the foundation, the Providence Foundation.
Okay.
So that they are able to determine who is in the most need, because they have the breast center there. And Keely Wall, who is at the breast center, she's able to meet these women where they are. Like she actually, Keely has a great story. She had a double mastectomy. She's a nurse. She's an RN. And she was diagnosed, and she went through this whole gamut.
Wow.
But she was chosen. She took this position 2 years ago, and she was chosen. I know this is a God thing, because she's been through this walk, and she had to go through everything. And she's the one who meets these women where they are. She's the one that tells them about their diagnosis and tells them about their treatment and walks them all the way through it. So there's a process that we go through, like, as far as where the money goes, because she will be able to meet their needs, and she knows their in-depth story.
Sure. Wow. What an amazing, that term that says it takes a village. What an amazing way that this is being done, that it takes a village of Mobilians coming together and saying, we can't take this disease away, but we can walk with you through it. That's incredible.
Isn't it nice?
Wow.
It's so great what can happen when you just let him do his job.
100%, yeah, and get out of the way. You're like, man, what does race day look like?
Oh, it's so much fun. Race day is, we have a survivor tent so that all the survivors get to go and pick up little happies. And then before the race starts, we have a survivor walk. So we have Matt there with his big, loud mouth, cheering everybody on. Josh Foster with, I guess it's Pack.
Okay.
He's named, so he will be there warming everyone up, getting everybody
Oh,
moving.
geez, we're going to be worn out before the race even starts.
Right? Yeah, he's going to get everybody moving. And then we have 5K and a 1 mile. Then Cammie's Old Dutch ice cream.
So
she
excited.
comes out with a special ice cream that she makes just for this race.
Stop it.
I cannot.
Are you serious?
She will have warm waffles and fruit, and also Hall's sausage. Donates all the sausage. She has it cooked up, and this year Ace Hardware is bringing out their grills to grill it on site. Yes. So, and we will have Braided River will be there with the beer, and Cammie always brings a champagne, like a pink champagne. So yeah, it's just ridiculous, actually.
It just sounds like a really great party.
We have a photo booth. Everybody dresses up with all their pink and their tutus, and we've had patients that walked the survivor walk with a walker.
Stop it.
Yes.
Oh.
So it's just like a big hug. Everybody is so receptive to this race. Like, I'm always walking around the whole time asking, what can I do better? Is there anything we can improve on? Is there anything that we could make better for you guys? And it's always resounding, like, this is the best race I've done in a long time.
Wow.
Or there's nothing, this is perfect. And to hear that with somebody I'm not a runner. I have done 5Ks for fun, like just because somebody made me.
You were influenced the wrong way.
Yes, yes. I enjoy walking, but I'm all the way in the back. And I did the hot trot in the summer because it's at Lulu's, and we were going, that was going to be our venue. So I just wanted to see it for myself and do the whole thing. And I was just happy to be standing up at the finish line. And I didn't care that I was behind the 90-year-old. It was fine. I was just happy to live. So that feeling that you get when you're there is just like nothing I've ever experienced, because as much as I am tired, I am distraught, I'm just really freaked out the whole time because I just want to make sure that everybody's having a good time and that the money that people are paying is going where it's supposed to go. And it's growing by leaps and bounds. We have 300 runners signed up right now.
Stop it.
This morning when I looked, there was 300.
So fun fact, I went on, because I signed up for this race, I knew it was all the pink. I'm not really a pink kind of gal, but I was like, I've got to find something that has pink on it. So I found the cutest cheetah running shorts that have these bright colors on it, and there's a lot of pink. And I was like, you know what, I can get away with this. So I bought them because of Brawls Across the Causeway.
That's so cool.
So, because I was like, yeah, we're gonna have fun with
even
this.
if you just pull them out once a year.
Well, now, and they're like now my favorite. So I'm like, I'm gonna have to wear these more often. But I love that. You inspired me to branch out into a little pink. So I was like, okay, we're doing this.
I'm not a pink person either. I wear black mostly always. But yeah.
Let's talk about somebody's listening and they say, I want to volunteer or I want to register for this race. How do they go about doing that?
They just have to go to our website.
Okay.
It's brawlsacrossthecauseway.org, and there's a place where you can volunteer.
Volunteer. Stop it. She's wearing a t-shirt. That's adorable.
We are officers of the race. Yes, you can volunteer. Go to brawlsacrossthecauseway.org, and you can go in there and just where you can fit in wherever you want to.
I love that.
There's times, and if you want to be a cheer person or a water person or help us put it up, take it down, just let us know, and we'll get you in there.
That's awesome. And same website if you want to register.
Registering,
okay.
Yes. And we added something this year because there's a lot of people that want to help, but they just are not able to get there. They're not runners. They're not walkers. They want to get involved and they want to be a part of it. There's a runner in spirit.
Ooh, okay.
And I just learned about that. And there's also the virtual race. So if you are somewhere else and you can't do it here, you can do it virtually. And if you do the runner in spirit, you actually come pick up your shirt.
Okay.
If you do the virtual run, we will mail it to you.
Okay.
You just have to pay extra for the postage.
Dude, that's awesome. This has been amazing.
This is what the shirts look like.
That's for this year?
This is not this year,
okay.
But they're similar to this.
That's amazing. That's so fun.
It is fun. And sometimes it's fun, and sometimes guys are like, I'm not wearing that. I'm not wearing that. No. Bras across the causeway. Yeah. Bras across my chest. No. So.
But it's a fun one.
It is fun.
I love that.
It is fun.
Thank you guys so much for what you do. Thank you for
coming,
obviously making Mobile better. And it's like you said, the tribe comes together and you guys saw a need and you've done something creative. Like you can say everything's staying here. It doesn't go to a corporate company or anything like that. Like it is helping those in our area.
Yes.
Which is amazing.
Yes.
Wow.
I am very proud of it and very proud of the people that help put it together because it does take a lot of us. We have about 10 people that make this happen every year.
Wow.
Well, all the volunteers that come out, they are angels because it's a big deal. We have 27 pink tents we put up every year for the sponsors.
Wow. And where is the location at for this race?
It's at Mayor State Park.
Okay.
Across from Five Rivers.
Okay.
A lot of people don't know it's there, but it's a beautiful place.
That's
beautiful.
amazing.
Yeah, they've been really good to us.
Awesome. This has been great.
Do we need to say what time and everything?
Oh, yeah, go right ahead. What time does the race start?
It's October the 14th, and the race starts at 8 o'clock. But try to get there early so that we can get warmed up and do the survival walk.
Is there a day of registration?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. Registration and packet pickup is actually that Friday.
Okay.
And that morning, of course. We have a pasta party Friday night with the Cookery Project.
Cool.
I don't know if you've talked to her ever, but Carrie with the Cookery Project will be there with some pasta.
Okay.
And her story would be something really good for you to do too. Because she gets into kitchens and teaches children how to cook for themselves that might not learn otherwise.
Oh, that's amazing.
Underserved population, and she's killing it.
I love that.
Yeah. She's awesome. And that, like I said, it just takes so many facets to make this as wonderful as it is. But we will do the packet pickup on Friday and Saturday morning. We will have day of registration. Yeah.
Is packet pickup at the location?
Yeah.
Okay.
Everything's at the park.
Okay. Very cool. Yay. And I guess if anybody has any questions, they can just reach out to Brawls Across the Causeway. Sure. You guys are on social media as well, which y'all do a fantastic job there.
We have an amazing girl this year. She is so on it. Her name's Courtney, and Sunshine Communications. And gotcha. She is just very super responsive. Everything is her doing all of that. I just share it every once in a while because she's everywhere all the time. And everything that I've ever asked her to do, she's like, yes, ma'am, I've got it. And, gosh, it's such a blessing.
I love it.
Yes.
So people should sign up. And if you can't sign up, there's different ways to sign up. If you can't be there in person, come in all the pink that you want and just have a good time. And get ready to eat, it sounds like.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's always fun. Because people are so shocked. They're like, what?
Yeah.
I
mean, like, I'm already drooling. I'm like, wow, that's so amazing.
And that's another testament to the locals. Cammie's here. Hall's is made here. Hall's sausage is better to me than the other popular one because it just seems to be like it's so much cleaner and more sausage and healthy. But I can say that to me, it's just a lot. It doesn't leave like a greasy, whatever. But that's my favorite. If you could ask for that, everybody, ask for the Hall sausage to be in your grocery store because that really is made right here in town. So
that's so cool. Wow, I love how, like you said, locals supporting the local, like helping. Again, walking, and it's not that we're physically, other than the 5K, but we don't know the women that are being impacted, the families that are being impacted by this that are at Providence, but in a way, we're walking along with them in this journey by showing up to this 5K or contributing, and all the other businesses like Cammie's and how, like, all these places coming together saying, we want to help with this. That's incredible.
I know. It's such a great story. I love it. Thank you. You let me tell it.
Oh, absolutely. Are you kidding me? I love learning about races, and it's something that normally I'm a family of 4, but recent empty nester. So you're looking at easily $100 per race, and there's always a race. And so I think if you know the reason behind it, sometimes you have to choose. Maybe I can't do that race, but I can do this one instead. Or I can do this one, but maybe I couldn't make it that day.
Right.
But there's all these different options. You guys have thought about everything. So that's really cool.
We're trying to.
I love that.
Because we have people that will be out of town because there's so many races this time of year.
And it's football season.
Yeah. That too. That's serious business in the South for sure.
Yeah. So I love that you guys have thought of, hey, I want to be there, but I can't be there. So here's different ways I can still walk alongside that. I can still be a part of that.
Right.
That's just beautiful.
Thank you. Thank you. I'm so happy.
I'm stoked. I can't wait for October 14th. It's going to be a party.
I can't wait to see you there.
So it's going to be awesome. Thank you so much for this.
Thank you.
Absolutely. How much fun was that to learn how our entry fees as the running community go to such an incredible nonprofit like Brawls Across the Causeway, and that another organization has seen what all they're doing for our community. And if you are a breast cancer survivor or you're fighting breast cancer, you are warriors. And I hope that you'll be at Brawls Across the Causeway because we want to celebrate you and what you're doing. And you're in the fight of your life, and just keep fighting because you have a community that's fighting alongside you. And thank you again to Brawls Across the Causeway for the opportunity to share your run story and the opportunity that you created for the running community. And cannot wait to be there to celebrate all the victories that you guys create at Brawls Across the Causeway. It's going to be incredible. And if you haven't signed up, do so. Can't wait to see you on Saturday the 14th. It's going to be epic, and we're really excited to be a part of this. And guys, another opportunity to support a nonprofit would be Crew of Kindness on October 21st. Boo Crew Run 2. They're making this podcast possible this month, and so thank you so much for that. And as always, huge shout out to Marshall Church for all that they're doing to provide us a safe place for us to be able to record. We are truly grateful for that. And we know that sometimes sharing hard stories like Brawls Across the Causeway, even though it is such a great nonprofit, we have people in our community that are fighting for their lives. And so it's a hard thing to think about. And so to have this nice, safe place to be able to share that and be vulnerable is incredible. So thank you to Marcel. And as always, thank you to Gilliard Tech Services, Greg Gilliard himself. Guys, he can build a website, he can update your current one, and he can also tutor your high school students. He is the man of all when it comes to web development, and we're truly thankful that he loves Run Your Story and he loves our running community. And so check him out on social media, Gilliard Tech Services. He also has an incredible website, hint, hint. You should definitely check that out as well. And again, huge shout out to Bras Across the Causeway. We love what you guys do. We love what you stand for. And we're so thankful that you've kept this going. And wow, guys, this is an opportunity to give to our community. And this is beautiful. So thank you again. Thank you for making this a part of our story, as it's a part of our running community story. And so together we lace up running shoes, we hit the pavement, and we share our stories, because every story needs to be heard.